Hello, this is Gihan Pereira. Thank you so much for joining me. Next week, I'm going to be running my Future Scenarios program for a large organization. It's a 2-day workshop that we're doing with 25 to 30 leaders in that organization, and they're from different departments in the organization. And what we do is we sit down for 2 days and we map out some future scenarios. So what's the future going to look like? And the purpose is to help these leaders identify some things coming up in the future that will have an impact on them so they can make better decisions now for themselves and their team. Now, this is something that we did last year and I loved it with the same organization. We're doing it again this year and I'm really looking forward to it. And because we're talking about the future, which inconveniently keeps changing, it's a sort of program that this organization realizes they need to invest in over and over again. And I'm looking forward to this. And as much as I think they'll get value from the 2 days that we spent together, the real value comes after they leave the room. Because it's one thing to have 2 days, shut off the rest of the world, think about the future and think about the impact on you. And then at the end of the 2 days, forget about all of that. The real value comes when you think about what impact that's going to have and how you're going to take action. Now, if these are very short-term trends, it's pretty obvious because you can make up an action plan of things that you're going to do immediately after the workshop. But most of the real value comes not from those short-term trends, but the medium-term changes. And they're things that you need to monitor, but you don't necessarily need to take action immediately. But you can't also push them aside and forget about them because you will forget about them. So how do you monitor these trends? And a big part of the workshop in the action stage is not just what action are you going to take today and tomorrow and next week and in the next 6 months, but what action are you going to take to monitor these trends? And you should be thinking about the same, whether you're doing the Future Scenarios program with me, or you can see some trends coming up in the future. Think about how you're going to monitor them. For example, who in your team are you going to assign to look at this particular trend and keep track of it? How are they going to do that? What sort of sources are they going to go to? Is there information on the internet? Are they going to attend conferences? Are they going to set up a little joint collaboration group, either internally or externally? And so how are they going to get the information to monitor this trend? What sort of events are going to happen that make them think, now, this is important, this is significant as far as that trend's concerned? How regularly are they going to be monitoring it, and how regularly are they going to bring their results back and share them with you and the rest of the team? So all of these sort of things are worthwhile and important if you want to keep track of this trend, even if you're not going to take action on it straight away. As I said, the short-term things you can act on immediately, but the real value, the real sweet spot is in these medium-term trends that are going to have an impact, and you don't exactly know what you're going to do immediately, but you do need to keep track of them. So I've gone through this fairly quickly. If you'd like to do this for a trend that you're looking at and your team's looking at, then download my worksheet about tracking the future. Download it, use it with your team, and then set up a plan for monitoring important trends for the future. I hope you find that useful. I'll see you in the future.